Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into something, a bit unsettling today.
Oh, always up for a good deep dive, especially when it involves, the darker side of technology.
Yeah, this one's a doozy. Digital arrest. It's been making headlines lately.
Yeah, and it's a lot more than just your average online scam, that's for sure.
Right, it goes way beyond just stealing money. It's about, kind of hijacking your mind.
It really is psychological domination, using fear and intimidation to, make you do things you'd never normally do.
Okay, so for those who might not be, totally up to speed, let's break it down. What exactly is digital arrest?
Imagine this. You get a call, seems like it's from your local police department, maybe even the FBI.
Oh, okay, yeah, my heart rate's already going up just thinking about that.
And the voice on the other end, authoritative, serious. They say, "This is Officer so-and-so. We have reason to believe your devices are linked to some illegal activity."
Whoa, okay, yeah, that sent chills down my spine.
And that's just the beginning. Then they start throwing around accusations. Cybercrime, maybe child pornography, even terrorism in some cases.
Gosh, I can see how that would instantly trigger a panic response.
Exactly. They want you off balance, thinking irrationally. That's when they start layering on the pressure. Legal jargon you don't understand, threats of asset seizure.
Oh, wow, this is getting scary. And they're good at it, right? Like, really good at sounding legit.
Oh, incredibly. Our research showed that they use, get this, advanced spoofing technology. They can make the call look like it's coming from an official police number.
No, so you see that number on your caller ID and you're like, oh, this must be real.
Boom. Critical thinking goes right out the window.
And that's when they strike, right?
That's when they move in for the kill. They'll tell you to stay on the line and not talk to anyone.
Oh man, the isolation tactic, that's creepy.
Right. It's all about control. They become your only source of information, feeding you this constant stream of fear and urgency. No friends, no family, just them.
So it's not just about the money they're trying to steal, it's about
controlling your reality. They twist your perception until you're totally reliant on them.
It's like a digital form of gaslighting.
Exactly. And what's even more disturbing is that it's happening everywhere. We found cases in India, the US, all over.
Yeah, I remember reading about this woman in India. They spoofed her Aadhaar card, which is like their national ID, and told her she was involved in this huge financial crime.
Tragic. She lost everything. And those cases in the US, scammers pretending to be FBI agents, preying on people's fears about data breaches.
It's really a digital nightmare come true.
It is, and what makes it even scarier is that they're getting more sophisticated all the time.
So it's not just about being tech savvy, it's about understanding the psychology behind it all.
It's about knowing that anyone can be a target.
Because everyone has fears, right? And these guys are masters at exploiting them.
They sniff them out, whether it's fear of financial ruin, social stigma, even fear of technology itself.
So how do we fight back against something this insidious?
That's what we're here to explore. Knowledge is power. We've got to understand how they operate, what their tactics are, and how to protect ourselves.
Because this isn't just about being careful online. It's about being aware of the psychological game they're playing.
It is. And we'll be getting into all of that in detail. Real-world cases, the tech behind their tricks, and most importantly, practical strategies to keep you safe.
So if you're feeling a little uneasy right now, good. That means you're paying attention. And trust me, you're going to want to stay tuned. This deep dive is just getting started.
Let's shine some light on the dark side of the digital world.
So we've talked about how the digital arrest scammers, they get inside your head. But what about the real world fallout? What happens to the people who, actually fall victim to this?
It could be, honestly, utterly devastating. I mean, financially and emotionally, we're talking about people losing their life savings, their homes, everything.
Yeah, our research uncovered some truly heartbreaking stories. Like there was this one case, a small business owner, right? He was tricked into giving remote access to his computer.
Oh gosh, yeah, those remote access scams are brutal.
And the scammers, they drained his business account, stole all his client data, even locked him out of his own system.
It's like they digitally eviscerated his entire livelihood.
Exactly. He had to shut down his business, and now he's facing lawsuits from his clients on top of everything else.
It's a nightmare scenario, and it highlights how these scams, they don't just impact individuals, they can cripple entire businesses, communities even.
And the emotional toll. I mean, I can't even imagine the shame, the fear. It must be incredibly isolating.
It is. It really is. Many victims, they report experiencing anxiety, depression, even PTSD. They have trouble trusting people, especially, authority figures.
Makes sense after being betrayed like that.
And they often withdraw from their social circles, their support systems. It's like this vicious cycle of isolation and despair.
It's heartbreaking. It really underscores how insidious this crime is. It's not just about the money. It's about the erosion of trust, the feeling of being completely violated.
You said it. The ripple effects are huge. But okay, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about solutions, empowerment. what can we do to protect ourselves? I mean, where do we even start?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question. We're bombarded with all this advice, all these warnings. But what actually works?
Well, first and foremost, stay calm. I know, easier said than done, right? But when you get that call, that threatening call, your instinct is going to be to panic.
Oh, absolutely. Your heart's racing. Your mind's going a minute.
And that's exactly what the scammers want. They feed off that panic.
So take a deep breath, slow things down, and think rationally.
Exactly. Don't react impulsively. Assess the situation. And it helps to have a plan in place beforehand, Talk to your family, your friends about these scams.
Oh, that's a great idea. Like role play different scenarios so you're prepared.
Exactly. Make sure everyone knows the red flags, the warning sign.
Okay, so you get the call. How do you know if it's legit? Like, what about verifying the caller?
Never, ever rely on caller ID alone. They can spoof that, remember?
Oh, right.
Hang up. Call the agency directly. Use their official number, the one you find on their website, not any number the caller gives you.
Okay, got it. Verify. But what if they try to pressure you? Say it's super urgent. You have to act now or else.
Classic pressure tactic. Designed to shut down your rational thinking.
And make you do something stupid.
Exactly. Real law enforcement. They will never, ever pressure you to make instant decisions over the phone, especially a lot about financial stuff.
So slow down, verify, and don't give in to the pressure. Got it. Okay, what about protecting our personal information? I mean, besides being careful about what we share on the phone.
Strong passwords, always. Two-factor authentication. Keep your software up to date. But you know what often gets overlooked? Our digital footprint.
Oh, right. All the stuff we share online. Social media, shopping accounts, all that.
Yep. Scammers, they can use that information to build a profile on you, make their approach seem super personalized, more believable.
So be mindful of what you post online and check your privacy settings. It's like a constant game of digital hide and seek, huh?
You could say that, but there's one more crucial thing. Breaking the isolation.
Right. That's how they get you, cutting you off from your support system.
If you ever, and I mean ever, find yourself in a situation where you're being pressured, you're confused, reach out to someone you trust. A friend, a family member, anyone.
A fresh perspective can work wonders.
Sometimes just saying it out loud, helps you realize how crazy it all sounds.
So break the isolation, trust your gut. And if something feels off, it probably is. But what about reporting these scams? Does that actually do anything?
More than you think. Every report, even if you didn't fall victim, it helps law enforcement. They can track patterns, identify new tactics.
It's like we're all part of this digital neighborhood watch, right?
Exactly. And don't underestimate community awareness. Talk to your neighbors, especially, older folks, anyone who might be less familiar with technology.
Spread the word, share the knowledge, make it harder for these scammers to operate. Okay, so we've got our personal defense strategies, but what about the bigger picture? What are government and tech companies doing about this whole digital arrest mess?
That's a big one, and that's exactly what we'll be diving into next. We'll explore the laws, the tech solutions, the whole evolving landscape of digital crime prevention.
So stay tuned, folks. We're just getting started. All right, so we've covered the scammer's playbook, the impact on victims, ways to protect ourselves. But this can't just be a fight we fight alone, right? What's being done on a bigger scale to tackle this whole digital arrest thing?
Well, the good news is governments and tech companies, they're finally starting to, wake up and realize how serious this is.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear. So what are they actually doing about it?
Well, for starters, on the legal side, there's a big push for tougher laws, harsher penalties for these cybercriminals.
Makes sense. Got to hit them where it hurts.
Right. And some countries are even trying to regulate that spooking technology, making it harder for scammers to hide.
Yeah, anonymity is their shield. Gotta crack that. But laws and regulations, that takes time, right? What about more immediate action?
That's where the awareness campaigns come in. A lot of governments are investing in those, trying to educate people about the dangers.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those ads online. Some are actually pretty funny, which helps, gets people's attention.
Humor's a great tool. Makes it less intimidating, easy to digest.
Totally. Okay, so governments are stepping up. What about tech companies? I mean, they're kind of on the front lines of this digital battle, aren't they?
Absolutely. And they're realizing they have a responsibility to protect their users. So we're seeing more investment in security measures, like AI algorithms that can spot suspicious activity.
Oh, wow. So it's like having a digital detective constantly on the lookout.
Kind of. These algorithms, they can analyze tons of data, looking for those telltale signs of a scam.
So it's not just about reacting after the fact, it's about stopping these scams before they even happen.
Exactly. Proactive protection, and there's a lot of work being done on stronger authentication methods, too.
Like that biometric stuff, right? Fingerprints, facial recognition.
Yep, makes it way hard to impersonate someone. But look, technology alone, it's not a cure-all. we need a culture shift too.
Right. Like awareness and healthy skepticism.
We can't just blindly trust everything we see online or on our phones. We got to think critically.
It all comes back to that community aspect we talked about, doesn't it? Looking out for each other, sharing information.
Exactly. It's a shared responsibility. We all got to be part of the solution.
Like a digital neighborhood watch, right?
I like that. We're all in this together. And remember, if you or someone you know has been targeted, there's help out there. Law enforcement, consumer protection agencies, they're ready to assist. Don't be afraid to reach out.
So even though this whole digital arrest thing is, well, pretty scary, there's reason to be hopeful, right?
Absolutely. Technology is evolving, laws are getting tougher, and most importantly, people are becoming more aware.
Knowledge is power, as we say.
And by working together, sharing information, and supporting each other, well, we can make the digital world a lot safer for everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the dark world of digital arrest. We hope this has left you feeling informed, empowered, and maybe even a little bit inspired to take action.
Stay vigilant, stay curious, and stay connected.